Road team, what the hell is going on? Today we have our very, very special guest. Today's channel. You guys might know him from his channel. So please help me welcome Sparky.
Welcome, boys.
Now,
Welcome.
so since I'm recording through my headset, so yeah, we're going. So what are we going to do, Sparky?
Today we're gonna do something called "Can you see this?" For example, there's been a whole bunch of bugs out there. Let's say you're in a world like this. I mean, just take a look around, will you? Just so much snow, so much water, waterfalls, snow particles,
True.
leaderboards, buyable content, even a pipe that leads to nowhere. There's even there's even this. There's the glitch. Glitch
Glitch.
Trap's main source of it's called Electrocore. The Electrocore is where Glitch Trap to, tends to do stuff with it or crash people's games. For example, there's been reports of people having the glitched poll. At least there was a server of 25 out of 80 people. And those 20 people had the glitch poll. Those 5 people had the default poll. But one of them had something called the umbrella or the cane poll.
Hmm.
And he wanted to flex his umbrella. It cost over $1,000 or whatever how much it costs. And then all of a sudden, people with 20 polls that were glitched made that guy crash, and then the other 4 poor people crash as well.
Huh.
So, that's where Glitch Trap's electric core comes in. From this light, all the way to this light. Then all the way to this light over here.
Yeah.
Right over here. And then all of a sudden it gets carried to these 2 lights over here as well. Boom, boom. And then, of course, all those lights. And then, before you know it, if we just either take the portal, before you take the portal, Glitch Trap's electric core portal. As you see, this is all the particles that are being merged all together to create something called a warp. I'll show you what the warp is. Now, the warp takes place in the leaderboard's artist. The artist would be inside of the leaderboard's component, which this right here would lead to the big screen all the way down at the docks. And this right here is another of Glitch Traps' base lamps, which this would act like a base plate for Glitch Trap. But this snow and this grass acts like a base plate for us, not Glitch Trap himself. So, here is Glitch Trap's glitch poll, which 20 people bought this and crashed 5 people's games all at once, while the other 20 hackers were actually still in there like nothing ever happened. And here's the glitch poll. This is what Glitch Trap's favorite poll is, judging by his glitchiness and his I love to do this for fun to bother kids. So, that's why Glitch Trap is a problem sometimes. But, we gotta love him.
Yeah, we gotta do.
Sometimes we don't, but it's best to do so.
Yeah.
So, thank you for the supporters. I don't know what's going on. Thank you, T-Bone, Nightgale, Spooky Sweet, and I can't even fucking read all the rest. Excuse my English, by the way, guys.
Nah,
And
they're actually quite used of the swearing. You have no idea how many times me and Ghost and Root Beer swear in the boys in the haunted area. Like, you have no idea.
shoot, well, that's good to
So
know.
yeah.
Thank you, Velvet Grave. I don't know who you are, but you probably seem chill. Thank you, Ice Jester, too.
Yo, is that fucking
Thank you,
ghost?
Kaima.
Yo, is that fucking ghost?
Thank you, Papa Cloud. Thank you, Mystic Strike. Thank you, Chuchella. Thank you, Japanese guy. Thank you, Ferris Moontooth. Thank you, Biscuit Bites. I don't know who y'all are, but appreciate you. Thank you, Piril. Thank you, Beyond. Thank you, Vera. Thank you, Starstruck_0. Thank you, Story Mode. Appreciate the Minecraft Story Mode reference. And now we shall do the thing where it's called Can You See It? So there's been, like I said, glitches out there because
Yes.
there's either too many avatars for low quest users, or there's something called photo error. Photo error is when you see someone's profile picture and you're like, that's a nice profile picture. Where can I get that from? Well, if it says no image found with a blank paper that someone took a photograph and just left it blank, that means your game's probably an asshole. So yeah, that's why it's best to leave your frames perfect and your tracking perfect, and most importantly, your gigabytes perfect. But what's a game without gigabytes?
That's true.
Any crickets? Yeah, a lot of them I can see. A lot of fucking crickets. Anyways, let's look at the fish deck. As you see, you cannot see my fish deck because my fish deck, it depends on the compatible person who clicks on it first. So, as you can see, I'll go through, for example, 95% trash. And y'all are wondering, there's no such thing as a trash fish. Yes, there is. If you can imagine a trout as small as someone's pinky. If you think that's the world's best trout, no. It's literally fucking small, you know? Who wants a small trout? That's what I'm talking about. Then it gets up to basic. Basic? Okay. I made my goal for the day. Let's go back home. Nope, we're not going back home. Uncommon. So what? At least I get to have a nice meal, right? Depends on the fish. Rare. Oh wow, I caught a rare fish. Everybody's wondering, what's that amazing sound I hear? Did someone just find 15,000 diamonds somewhere? No. They just found a rare fish. If you're hallucinating, then you should take a break for a little. Here comes the super rare fish. All right, heavens. Josh Wilson and Josh Woogie, thank you for the super rare fish. Super rare fish is where this mysterious, shiny, orange box comes out of nowhere. And, of course, it can crash games, depending on how much frames you have, or they're into the abyss of the water over there.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. We love to lay down on a wooden platform and just listen to water waves go by as you want to sleep for at least 15 hours just because you don't get enough sleep every day.
Yeah.
At least bring a sleeping bag if you want to come over here, because I don't really know if it's possible to sleep on a wooden floor that's freaking maybe 10 degrees or something like that, but you do you and I do me. That's how we fucking roll around here.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, enough of the fishy bullshit talk. Let's get into, can you see this? So, for example, there's rules, okay? There's rules. For certain videos, even though there's going to be a delay, because like I said, depends on the day, and I'm sorry if there's going to be a delay with me in the videos because people are wondering, what does he sound like? What does he sound like? What does he sound like? This is what I fucking sound like. So yeah. Hopefully y'all understand this. I'm pretty sure most of the people who are going to be there is probably kids, but hopefully I'm not going to be a pedophile for this, but you do you. So yeah. So I'll tell you the rules. The rules is only 6 characters per video, because I know there's a total of 300, and like What's the point of doing 6 if you have 300? Because, you know, we're not doing 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. I fucking know, okay? I don't need any math equations because math fucking sucks. Okay?
That is
Even
so true.
I hate it. So,
Even
let's
your
just
boy also hates it too, y'all.
get into the can you see this? So,
Yeah.
for example, there's going to be 6 random characters.
Yes.
There is other characters, but I can't show them for not safe reasons. So, it's best to keep it PG at least.
Yeah.
So, let's get right into it. As you see, I'm on my menu. Can't see anything because it looks like I'm just looking at the fucking wall over there. I love the wall, guys. Oh,
And would you look at that?
Josh is gay, Rambo. Josh Woogie, we always appreciate you, and thank you for throwing your
Whatever you throw it.
shiny boomerang star. I don't know what it's okay, so for example, there's operators, which is the normal 50. There's VRC1, VRC2, VRC3, VRC4, and VRC5, which 50 plus 250 is 300. So, let's start off with section number 1. Maybe only section number 1 until we advance, which is not going to be for a long time, so y'all better hold your horses. Alright, let's see. We're going to start off with this one. Let's see. Can you see this? Everybody should be able to see this.
Yes,
Now,
we can.
there's a couple downsides. One, I hope there's no kids in here because this thing has a cigarette. So yeah, if you guys like smoking, don't do drugs, don't do weed or anything like that. This is for professionals only. I'm a professional. I don't fucking care. So yeah, this thing right here, this is not lean. This is not weed, or this is not fucking wine I'm smoking right now. This is knockout gas. Why am I not knocked out yet? I'm a fucking cat. What do you expect? Do you want me to wear a gas mask and a thong saying I give up on life? No, I'm not doing that just because the cigarettes are off. So yeah, maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I just want to just sit down and do nothing all day. I can do that. No one said I can't do that, But no, I refuse to do that. So.
There's gonna be like a lot of people are going to be like going on just watching this video, just saying, no, wait, since when catnap smokes? But they're going to like be on like a certain websites to to see does catnap smokes a cigar? If you
And by
guys
the
met.
way, before I have to change to the next character, I have to give the shout out to the owner who has us. So for the person who made this catnap model, shout out to Chaotic J for making this. And like I said, we appreciate you, but Chaotic J, you need to be a little bit more nicer in your bio because your bio is kind of sketchy. No offense, but appreciate the model. Hopefully you change up your attitude in the future. But anyways, I'll rate your avatar a 5 out of 5 because hey, if you like to be warm, do this. If you like to smoke whatever the fuck this thing is, wear this. If you just love the fur and the colors and the belts that people find attractive, wear this. So yeah, thank you chaotic_J for the first character, and hopefully to see you again in future creations. Anyways, on to you, Seven Smokes.
Yeah, anyways, alright guys, before the video continues, just wanted to let you guys know that if you guys want me to do more future videos with Sparky or with Adam Fox or Ghost or with Root Beer God, comment down below if you guys want to. Make sure to smash that like button while you guys are at it, and hit that subscribe button, and that stuff. Anyways,
and also compliment your favorite color from a Toon TV show. If you can guess my favorite color in the Toon TV show, I'll give you a shout out in your own channel. Just make sure to type in your username in there, and then I'll give you a shout out in one of the videos.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see what else there is. Oh, God. Wanna know what I hate about this?
What?
Freaking menu option right here. I hate this little freaking stupid thing right here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to my actual thing, but people are like, why can't you be an OG? Because I want to be an OG. I want. Okay. So I just
Anyone
want.
is wondering what I'm doing? I'm having a drink of Dr. Pepper cream soda. And no, it's not today's sponsor of the video. Yeah, it's not the sponsor of today's video. But if it was, then yeah, would have.
Outfit number 2. Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, you're wondering, what's so special about this? This is a free sample. Well, I'll tell you something. Can you guys see 2 details about this? I'm gonna give y'all 20 seconds. In a minute now. If you said it has a vagina, no, you're fucking incorrect. The details that are in this thing? There's a heart and the hands and all that stuff. Second thing is, this thing has skin fade details. For example, have you ever seen a bear that has shiny skin? Well, I'll tell you a couple things. One, looks like a pinkish salmon. If you ever had salmon for dinner and all that stuff, you probably already know what it tastes like. But have you had salmon with sriracha sauce? If you haven't, I'm sorry, you're missing out. Second thing is, if you boop the thing's nose like this, it makes a face, as you see. And that goes with the sister, by the way. Which, you should already know this, but in case for, new users and all that stuff, it's Hoppy Hopscotch, aka HC. If you don't know what HC means, Hoppy Hopscotch. Because the C is Scotch. And all that. Put SC together, Smiling Critters. But if you put SC together, Scotch. It's pretty much like hopscotch, but except you're actually skipping down the lane. Isn't obvious? And also, the back. The back has a couple details. A tail, and whatever's on the back side. Which is probably a heart and all that stuff.
Yep.
And, let's see. The leg pattern. The leg pattern has a red, as you see, but the red is starting to fade away and going into the salmon. Then right here is the heart, but then the heart goes back to the red.
Yep.
So, I'm gonna give y'all 10 seconds. What is the color code on this character? If anybody said Solomon and red, they are correct. Because this thing has a color code of Solomon, red, and dark red, which is Garl. Garl is basically like, think of it as like a burnt red. Like, for example, what if this floor that is snow turned into red, bloody duck or gunk of ground? Well, RGB is what you want to learn. Red, green, blue. Which red, green, and blue, they're like, who needs to know about that, you know? Well, I can tell you something. If you want the code, for example, let's say I want these rocks yellow, or I want these pot planters neon green. Can you do that? Well, not with RGB. You need to know the color code of yellow, and you need the color code of neon green. If you know the color code of neon green, comment it down below and say, I know the color code. So I can say, what's the color code then in the future video. Anyways, moving on to the third character, and there's going to be a little sponsor break. Simon Smokes, you do the honors of the sponsor.
Oh boy. Alright, of course, the sponsor of today's video. Of course. Haha. Today's sponsor of today's video is World of Tanks. You guys probably already know the rest about the Road of Tanks. You guys seen other the YouTubers say it, so all that stuff and blah blah blah. And yeah. Anyways, back to the video. Oh fuck.
Sorry, guys. Sparky was legit just down there, just jumping in the water, and all of a sudden, I think I heard a tsunami somewhere. Somewhere.
Bruh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Queso's probably jumping somewhere. Damn it! Surprised the rocks hasn't collapsed yet. Anyways, what was it called? We're moving on to the third character. By the way,
Yep.
thank you, Fungus Factory, for making these characters. By the way, Fungus Factory, you're the real one, and I gotta say, I'm actually very impressed with detail. Because here's the thing. I know there's a whole bunch of coding for this stuff, but the detail, whew, hey, top tier. Wanna know why? There's 5 things. 1, good looks. 2, detailed as ever. 3, the name is perfect. 4, the title. Whew, the title. And
Yeah.
5, money making. This has to sell like crazy. Thank you, Fungus Factory, or aka Fungus _ Factory, for making these amazing critter characters and so much more. And hey, thank you for being sponsored in the video, Fungus Factory. Hope you're doing good for future creations. Now, we're on to the third character. There. Alright. Are you guys able to see this?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. So, guys, there's going to be a couple questions that I'm going to ask. Only 3. 1, 15 seconds. What is this character's name? If you said Raby Baby, you're correct. Now, I know what y'all are wondering. Ain't that the bat who give people rabies? Well, let's just think about this for a second. If you would got bitten by a bat, what is the first instinct that you want to do? Well, some people would say, just let it bite you. Well, you know, if you have tonics, then yeah, you can just pour it on yourself. But a bat like this, do you even know the gender of this? I'm gonna give 10 seconds to say what is the gender. 10 seconds, go now. If you guys said a female, yes, you're correct. Because I know that this thing has a petulant of a blood sample or whatever this thing is.
Yeah, that's
But
blood sample.
do you want this thing biting you and then blood loss starts to happen? Would you want to do that? No. Nobody around here that I know would want to get a sample bitten off of them. I don't know anybody or know anything that likes biting things. But, probably dogs that like doing that, but we're not talking about that. But still, I don't know what this would be considered. But the only thing I know is there's a couple details. One is a heart on the hand. If you expand it, it looks like a distorted version of
A heart?
a trapezoid or whatever this thing is.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is awkward. Next thing there is, look at the wing detail. The wing detail is literally legit hearts.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, there is those little spinal things, as you can see, like bonic details. There's so much of these things. The best part is, watch the movement on this character. You know how people would do this just to make it flap?
Mm-hmm.
Well, dream has came true. Whenever I move, it floats around. You can act like you're actually flying around surfaces. Now, if you're wondering, you sure about that? Well, let's just take a trip. A trip from here all the way down there and see if we can fly over there. Come on, let's go.
guys want to let you guys know that I am laying on my bed, so you guys would just see my hands, like I'm actually like doing this.
Stop right there, everybody. Before we go over to that beanbag heaven over there, I don't know why I call it that. Probably because there was something called kids lying down over here, thinking that this is a fort or something like from Fortnite, but it's not. So yeah, I don't know what they think about nowadays. But yeah, this thing can fly wherever it wants to. Even if it's tired, screw tiredness. We can just flap and we can just get, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, for the sponsor, I'll show you the sponsor. We're going to avatar details. Click on her. This is by Fungus Factory. Well, Fungus Factory, thank you for making the Nightmare Critter. I know what you guys are trying to do. You're trying to step it up a notch. And I do appreciate that. Because out of all the other things that you can get, out of all the other, accessories, cosmetics, even stylized, you can get a lot stylized. And it's always good to do that nowadays. Because nobody around here likes it, No one likes stylized. No one likes, what's it called? Old-fashioned. Not a lot of people like, very gigantic things, It just makes it more unsettled, especially with people with ADHD. I'm sorry about that, but it's just a real thing. It's not also not something to laugh at. Who's gonna laugh at somebody with ADHD and has trauma? That's just horrible. If you laugh at someone like that, you're going to hell. All offense. So yeah, thank you, Fungus Factory, for making Raby Baby, and hopefully you are still doing good with your creations, and hope to see you in the future. But yeah, moving on to the next character, by the way.
Alright. Who is next?
Let's find out. Alright, up next is going to be somebody called Shrimpo. You guys already heard about him before, so I'm not gonna get in crazy detail with this thing. Can you see this?
Yes, we can.
Okay, that's good. That's a good sign so far. Now, I'm gonna give y'all 25 seconds or less time. How much things can you come up with this? Give me at least 4 details about this, starting now. Okay, we're back finally.
What was that?
I want to say, you guys got 4 details? Good. Let me hear what the details are. So, it says right here, it's not the normal look. I know that. I know it's not a normal look. The detail is, this thing has a punk outfit. Do you see the golf inside of it? Yes, you do see it. That's good. The second detail, it has bandages. Well, yes. Do you know Karate Kid? Karate Kid has that on his hands. Karate Kid has that on his arms. Karate Kid has fingerless gloves like this thing does. That's a good detail. Number 3. Shrimpo has a different body type. Indeed he does. You found out because judging by the legs and the size of the waist, this is definitely not Shrimpo's body type. But just imagine it scaled up with a different head shape from head to toe. That's a good detail. Number 4, it looks way different than the regular version. But you're correct. So for example, regular version is like the size of the grass right here.
Yep.
So tiny, not even worth looking at. So, in the meantime, look at this. This thing right here is the size of that rock over there. Pretty much. This thing's larger. It's not tinier. Not this little. This little, that is big. Just imagine shrimp are just growing an inch, finally. And
Yeah.
not being called cannon shrimp. But you know what that means. He gets angry at you. Really angry at you. You don't like that. Oh yeah. No one likes that. But yeah. Good job for pointing it out, because, you know, not a lot of people made it this far, by the way. They just say, nope, I'm not gonna guess anymore. And who is this from, by the way? We'll see.
Comment down below.
If you size said G Guader underscore doc, you're correct. Thank you, G Gore underscore doc for making this. If you have a bio for a pronoun, why is your pronoun D's nuts? Oh man, this guy's kidding right now.
Oh, that
I'm
old meme.
here.
I missed that one.
Maxwell. That's a nice bio. Don't friend me if you just want avatars. Oh, I'm not want to friend you right now. I don't even want to friend you, but no offense. I see you have a 5 years badge. Well, good for you. And by the way, the status, man up and stop being a bitch, please. G-Docs, because doing your mom is that's a bad way to go.
Hey,
And yeah.
yo.
I'm probably gonna have to cancel you for that, by the way. So, no offense. G Gorox. Yeah. So if you don't see me as a person, just letting you know, I probably just canceled you. So, sorry for no offense, but anyways, for the avatar itself, thank you for making it. Next time, don't be a much of a douchebag. Okay, that's all I want you to do. Moving on to the next character, but we're gonna do a little break, and we're gonna let y'all look into the sky and just see what clouds you have for a couple seconds. Look up there for at least 20 seconds and tell me what you see. Alright, guys. Whew. I gotta say, in my opinion, I saw something that looked like a snake of some sort. What kind of snake? Well, there's multiple snakes. One from a show, one from a old-fashioned Lego, and another from a rare and known species called a cobra.
Hmm.
Which one did it look like, you say? Well, the second one that I just said. A Ninjago snake. Yes. I don't know where that thing came from, but it's up there.
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't know why it's up there. It just is. I have no clue why it is up there. It just all of a sudden, there it is. So yeah. Moving on to the next character, which is going to be the fifth out of six. And no, we're not doing that 6-7 bull crap, okay? We're not doing that anyway. But don't even think about it. And if anyone spams 6-7 in chat, might have to remove that comment for bad, inconvenient moments. Alright, moving on to the next one. Can you even see this?
Yes, we can. Why am I doing with my hip finger? Yes.
I'm surprised you guys even made it this far and seeing this stuff. Because I'm impressed about no data loss or anything like that. No using too much power. Notification. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm impressed. I'm gonna give you all 15 seconds. Can you tell me as much detail as possible what you can see in this character? Okay. If y'all said at least almost a whole sentence of stuff, then good for you. Y'all guessed a lot of things. Okay, starting first. You see the hands, right? The hands have, this doesn't look like a regular dial, doesn't it? Well, this is Dial's brother, aka Bloodhound. If you haven't heard of Bloodhound before, let's say it for example. Do you know what a raven is? You do know what a raven is. Wow, you guys are not babies after all. That's a good thing. Well, picture this: a blood raven. You not know that? A blood raven? Wait, y'all don't know that? Oh, well, damn. I shit. Um, y'all are not in the blood. Okay. God damn. Okay.
I
Um.
am.
Oh, I am too. But a blood raven is like a much deeper reddish, schizophrenia-ish raven. You know, just think about this as Dial. Just think of Dial that just kimmed like 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to keep it friendly a little bit,
Yeah.
But let's just imagine Dial just did that, and wow, look at this. What happened to Dial? Why is he all red? Why is his outfit yellow and red? What happened to him?
If you want,
Well,
if anyone come down below, he looks like a different type of Ronald McDonald. That is the same thing I was thinking. And if anyone else is thinking that it almost looks like Iron Man, that was also the other thing I was thinking.
that's a good thing that they also prompt that. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, so let's see what you guys said. It has a heart on its hand. Well, does it have hearts on both hands? Of course it does. It's like magic. The outfit. I see something called Dante. Did they spell dandy wrong? Maybe. Or maybe they were trying to mix and match,
Mm.
I should say. Well, if you guys are getting into the moment, they're like, why is he wearing black pants? Is there something wrong with the color black? Are y'all racist or something? Dude, have you heard of black overalls?
I have.
You haven't? That's good that you have, Simon, but holy crap. Y'all haven't heard of overalls. Do you know what Jax wears?
Overalls.
Come on now, guys. Wake up. Stop sleeping. Alright? Look, don't stop sleeping, I'm just saying. But yeah. The black pants and shoes, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a redesign, aka reskin. Do you not know what reskinning is? Reskinning is something where, for example, let's say Pomini. Pomini's red and blue outfit. Just imagine that as a orange and mint. Why does Pomni look like a fucking Jolly Rancher? She's not a Jolly Rancher. Something called reskinning. Reskinning is where you take a color from an OG color and mix it up with something different. So for example, just imagine Dial as pink and salmon. Yeah, that's reskin. Also, RGB is involved with it because you're mixing and matching another color with a different color, which makes it RGB because red, green, and blue follows the instructions, and RGB has been met with reskin. So that's how you know you're taking a Padlet and putting another Padlet on another Padlet, which makes no fucking sense. So yeah, that's how you know RGB is involved with everything. Even fish. I mean, if y'all are vegan, I'm sorry, okay? But, so, this is what the detail is. Why is he wearing a golden arm strap? This is not an arm strap, this is a sleeve. But, I mean, It does look golden because does Iron Man have a little gold on him? Maybe.
Yes, he does.
Because due to a metal, you know, metal box that he has, which makes him like, let's say, bulletproof, right? Or laser proof. You know? Yeah. That's, you can probably say this is like an Iron Man dial, something like that. And hey, I agree with you. I didn't say I disagree. Never said that. So if y'all said that this is Dial's Iron Man version, you're correct. I like to call it Bloodhound Dial. So yeah, as you say. And someone else also said those things on his face. Why is it different? You're talking about the eyes. Well, the eyes are, let's just say it's blood orange. You know what blood orange is? Well, if you know what a blood orange is, think of it as a. Do you know what citrus is? Well, there's been a birdie that told me citrus, some pinkish pig character smells like citrus. But who can that be? Nobody knows what a pink pig that smells like citrus, that smells so sweet, so refreshing, and so awkward, you know? Well, that's like he's trying to go down the catwalk or something, you know? Yeah. He does that because, Dial's Dial. Let him be him, Don't let him be she. What are you guys talking about? So, yeah. I don't know what's happening right now. Dial's not a she. So yeah. If you guys notice this though, there's something on this thing that says something right there, but I can't really see what it says. Probably talking about his badge or whatever. I don't know what it is. Probably says his actual name, which I'm not gonna tell you what his name is. I know it, but y'all just gotta guess his name. But if you guys can guess his name, leave it down in the comments and just say what his name is, and I can probably give you a link, and I can probably also feature that name in the next video, by the way. But in the meantime, let's do the shout out to who made this. So I wonder if they're watching this video. I wonder if they do watch this. If you wonder if it's someone in Fungus Factory, it's Fungus Factory. Fungus Factory made a Dial character. Let's give him a round of applause. Yes. Keep clapping, everybody. Yep. Alright. But, as you see, Fungus Factory is stepping up their game. They made a crazy version of Dial. They made a version of so much things. Nightmare critters, the smiling critters, characters. I can tell you something. Fungus Factory knows what they're doing, and that's a good thing. Very, very good thing. If you know from detail to detail, from detail to stylized, from stylized to tunes, whew, I gotta say, y'all are definitely valid for all sources. You're valid for Blender, you're valid for, I don't know, Tumblr or whatever. You're valid for YouTube Pro. Yeah. Maybe Twitch. Maybe Reddit. If you like Reddit, that is. But me personally, let's just say my phone websites, I'm not welcome to it for some reason. But yeah, I don't know why. But YouTube got my back. Reddit does not. Tumblr thinks I'm too heavy for the weight scale. So yeah. Get it? 'Cause I tumble down the stairs. Fuck me. Alright. Anyways, let's move on to the next character. Thank you, Fungus Factory, for making Dial, by the way. Appreciate you for the heart emoji. But yeah. Anyways, we're gonna do a little bit of a, what's it called? Of a little walkthrough. So, follow me and I'll show you all around. Oh guys, I think someone
Well,
died in the water, I guess, because apparently there's
shit.
somebody tested out that there's swimming involved, and I think somebody drowned in the process. Lord have mercy. I think I think we forgot to
Uh,
place a sign over there. Apparently a wet floor sign's not enough. Now we have a drowning policy. This is the
I legitimately just jumped from fucking don't know, probably right around here, I believe. No, right here. I jumped
I guess
right
that
here,
was
and I didn't
yeah.
drown,
It's probably not one of the
and we
lucky
didn't
ones,
even
I'm
see
afraid, but
that.
ugh, guess I guess they didn't make it out alive. Undecidedly. I don't know who that is. I'm not friends with a deep sea diver, but
Hmm.
oh. Anyways, guys, let's go back up here. This seems like one of the best places to be at. Not being near water because apparently water kills apparently nowadays, and I'm really, really, really uncomfortable with that, as you can see in my freaking face. So, oh yeah. Anyways, well, as I was saying, yeah. By the way, if y'all are wondering, is there a tutorial? Of course there is. Right here. As you see, detailed tutorial. In VR, you have an arm menu. Open it. Which what they mean by arm menu is you look on your arm. You put your hand right near your other hand. Ooh, there's a fishing pole, a bucket, and some weird fish. That right there is the menu right here. If you don't want to come up here, and if you're just lazy to come up here, oh, just do this. Hover your hand on your left arm and just click on the fish icon. As you see, a menu should appear right in front of you once you do that. And it says My Skins and Bait, the shop, fish decks, winter, settings, and tutorial. If you don't want to come up here, you can always access it through your menu. Now, if you're wondering, how do I close it again? Oh, that's just easy. You do the same thing over and over that you just did. Hover over the fish icon and just click it. After that, it goes away. Where does it go? Well, right there. That's where it goes. It doesn't go in the air. It doesn't go down there. It
There.
just doesn't go to the void and die like in Minecraft. Now, it's right here on a stone tablet. Isn't it obvious it's made out of stone? Because the rocks are made out of stone. That's the damn rocks. So yeah. Anyways, moving on to the last and final character, which, if y'all in for a treat, apparently this character is probably not known as much, but I can tell you something. This character is definitely something from a mod. So yeah. Hopefully y'all are liking mods. No, we're not talking about Discord mods, those fat chubby kids. We're talking about a critter mod. So yeah. We hope you guys like some interesting facts. Moving on to someone called Dog Day with Legs. Can you guys see this? Okay. I'm gonna give y'all 4 tests.
Yes, we
If these
can.
tests are complete, the character in the video is complete. So, if you guys stare into this character's eyes, do you see it blink? If you saw it blink, that's a good thing, because these characters' eyes are detailed. If you stare at it and hold still for like maybe 10 seconds, if not, you can see it blink for a split second. But depending on the distance and the darkness, the eyes are a little bit on the edge side. But if you can stare at its eyes without moving as much, you can see a couple blinks here and there. Test number 2. Do you guys see any of the following emotes I'm about to display for you guys?
Yep. Step on the haters.
Okay,
Bro, just hit
testing
him
has now been
with the
complete.
nay.
Y'all can see all of those emotes. That's 3 out of 4 done. Now, from distance, I want y'all to stand right here, okay? And I want y'all to tell me, give me a hand signal. If it's this, it's not really good from far away. If it's this, we can see it, and we can also see a little bit of detail. If it's this
Okay.
character is visible anywhere you go. I'm gonna stand over there. I want y'all to tell me. Give me any thumb signal. No, maybe, valid. Let's see how good you guys can see this.
Alright. Does that mean me? I don't know, guys. Can you see him? Because I can still kind of see him. So, all
What is you
right.
guys' thumb rating? Looks like most of y'all had this thumb up, and some of y'all had this thumb up. So, let's say it is seeable from a distance, and details can't be seen a little bit, but when you get up a little tiny bit close, then you can see it just fine. Just like a newspaper with glasses. If you're blind, that is. It's seeable like nothing before. Which, that being said, the Can You See This Part 1 test has been complete. And if y'all made it this far, compliment these two emojis. A cheese emoji and an egg emoji. Get it? A cheese egg? So yeah, if y'all know what cheese and egg is, do you know shredded cheese with an egg?
Oh my
Well,
god.
I'll say scrambled eggs with cheese on it. Hey, there's 2 types of cheeses. One, deli. If you guys know what a deli is, say for example, you work at the best store in the world. I mean, not the best, but big Y. No, and like I said, for example, that's a big Y up there. No, no one gets that joke. I guess I'm the only one. But
Oh my.
what's it called? The big Y places where deli is at. For example, there's cheeses, there's meats, pause on that, and there's ham. I mean, bologna too, but who's gonna just go there for bologna and that's it? Did you see? Did you even look at all the aisles? Do y'all even know what aisles are? Am I the only one standing here? Hello? So yeah, but I know you do. But
I do.
I gotta say, I'm surprised that a rainbow appeared. But, I'm happy. I'm happy that
Okay.
appeared over there. Yeah, I'm happy that the test is complete, and for now, in this place, which I'll also
Yeah.
give this place a shout out. Shout out to the place called A Simple Fishing World made by Puppet. And yes, probably that one puppet, which is called the Marionette. Well, Josh, can you please stop? Well, maybe it's Marionette, maybe it's not. Or maybe it's somebody whose name is Puppet with a line, which means puppet, and then it just keeps going on forever and ever until he runs out of oxygen, and yeah, I'm not saying the rest. But yeah, thank you for letting me be a part of the video, Simon Smokes, and hopefully I could be in future videos like this, but maybe we might do some other things, like for example, gameplay, for example. We'll see what happens, and if y'all are lucky, you can probably encounter me
Yes.
in a video where
Yeah.
we do something called game testing. So, for example, we test out random worlds to see if they work, and we give an honest rating. So, there's a twist though. There's only one twist. The games have to be on my favorites list. So, for example, there's a total of 123 favorite games I have. The only thing is, we can only do 4 games. That's it. Only 4 areas. And out of the 123, That's not even going to be half the progress. We're going to have to do this over and over and over until we're bored. But let's not get wrong. Who knows? We might not be in here. Well, where can we be? Where are we allowed to be? I don't even know, to be honest with you. But I know somewhere that we can be. Something called the Rec Room. Shout out to Rec Room, by the way. I don't know how they're doing, but people love to call it RR. Get it? Because that's for short terms. Oh, yes, indeed. Also the plus.
The initials of the Rec Room.
So, well, one of those things. But like I said, I appreciate you guys being here today in the video. And Simon Smokes, you do your wrap up. And hey, Sparky out. And like I said, stay chill, stay cool. And like I said, Sparky out. Peace out, y'all.
Alright guys, I'm gonna have to end the video from here. If you guys want to see future videos with my boy Sparky, or the other the gang, or with Adam Fox, comment down below if you guys want to see that shit. Cause I'm telling you guys don't want to miss out, cause it's gonna be amazing. Anyways, gonna end the video from there. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. As always, you guys already know, you guys can say with me, peace out.
Sweet. I gotta say.
And the video is done.
Thank you.
Oh, that was amazing.
Now they don't know that we're together. No, that's a good thing. But hey, I'm a pretty good actor.